Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. That was a really odd intro, wasn't it? Anyway, this is another collab. We are in the month of collabs, and it is with my beautiful friend Nancy from the blog SugarDarling. She's just started her YouTube channel and she's very creative. I can tell that she's quite nervous at the moment doing her video, but hopefully with time her confidence will shine through because she is a lovely person. Nancy and I used to live in a similar we used to live in the same county, and we did quite a few shopping trips together, and yeah, she's so lovely. She always has amazing hair. She always has amazing makeup. So if you haven't, go and check her down below. She's one of those people who is just so artistically creative, and you just think, oh man, I wish I was like that. She also has the most beautiful little cat called Cleo, and it's a Sphinx cat, which is stunning, and I'm not allergic to her, so I love her. Go ahead, go and check out Nancy's channel. The collab that we're doing today is a spring look, and this is the look I've created. The look I've created is actually using this Viseart or Viseart palette. It's the first look I've created with one of the palettes, and I have to say, I am most impressed with these shadows. I barely touched the actual shadows. It didn't take 2 seconds to put them on my eyes. And I also used this, oh, where's it gone? Oh, how funny. Oh, here it is. I used the Super Stay 24 colour, it's called, in Perpetual Rose on my lips. And this is by Maybelline, and this will not move today. We are going out for Claire today, so this will be perfect. I don't know whether this even might be my wedding lipstick. This may even be my wedding look, so let me know. This might be one of the four. Anyway, go and check out Nancy's channel. I'm really pleased that I'm collabing with her today. Can't wait to see the look that she's created, and yeah, continue watching to see the tutorial. Take care, guys. First off, as usual, I am using the Nivea For Men Post Shave Balm as my primer. Now, I don't know if this would work for everybody, but what I do is I rub it in between my hands until it sort of goes a bit tacky, and then I put it all over the face. I have, just so you know, in terms of pre-skincare, I've used the Fountains of Youth, which I'll be doing a review on once I've used it for a couple of weeks. Eye contour gel, and the moisturiser, and that's all I've used. I'm not using any other products at the minute. I really want to give this a good trial just to see what it's like. So I have a damp beauty blender, a gross damp beauty blender, and I'm actually going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt in light to medium, and somewhere I have here we go, a brush, and I'm going to use that. First of all, I'll be using it under the makeup, you see. And the same on this side. So, I wouldn't always full contour, but I'm trying to find ways of making it look natural. I mean, this obviously doesn't look natural at the moment, but putting it underneath the makeup is one of the ways that I'm thinking can help to make cream contour look more natural. So what I'm trying to do is sort of get rid of this the old double chin and then pop a bit here, pop a bit there to give me I was trying to explain to somebody, if you think of your face as a skull, that can help you to contour, because where you would be, where your skull shape is where, so if you were to draw an outline of a skull on your face, that's sort of where your contour is, because it's the only way that I can think of where's it going to go. And then I'm just going to use the damp beauty blender to just blend that out. It's a damp, mucky beauty blender, of course. It's not the most attractive, but it's because I've been using it. It just needs a wash. I'm just going to take the other side of the brush, and I'm going to go in with the lighter colour on the left. I'm just going to put that in the places underneath where I just contoured. and above. Down my nose, on my forehead, on my chin. And again, there's no exact science to this. It's just placing it where you think it should go and then blending it out. Now with beauty blenders, you can either pat it down, which gives you an airbrush effect, or you can do this with it, because what that does is it shears out whatever is there, so it blends it a bit easier. So, taking at the moment one of my favourite foundations, which is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, and I am going to use a damp beauty blender and place that all over the face. I've got a bit of a hormonal breakout. Luckily it's nearly gone. I can't stand it. I don't get them very often, so I shouldn't moan, but oh, it's so annoying. Especially when I look over some videos that I've done recently and all you can see is that spot. So today we are going to a wedding dress shop with Claire because we're going to see what might look nice. And if there's anything nice to try. In fact, it'd be quite nice if we vlogged it, I think. So I'll talk to Claire about that though. Maybe she won't want to, but maybe she will. Who knows? I'm going to use the Avon Colour Correct. It's not Colour Correct. It's a concealer. It's a creamy concealer, and it is one of my favourites. Very underrated product. But I have nearly hit pan on it. That's how much I've used it, and I've never hit pan on one of these ones. I love this one. I think it's a really good concealer. I don't know, some people might not, but I think it's dead good. Dead good. That's a new one, isn't it? If you can hear coughing in the background, it's Claire. She's getting ready at the same time. There we go. I feel like I'm very tired at the moment. I feel like a bit snotty. Does that make sense? Like I feel a bit full around the old sinuses, which is not good because I really can't be doing with getting a cold. And I've avoided it. Everybody else has had the cold and I've been avoiding it like the plague. Using the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. No, I'm not. I'm using the Bourjois Java Rice Powder. Not the Healthy Mix Serum. I have used that, but it isn't that. And then I'm going to take, for this springtime look, the Hoola Bronzer on a big brush. A very big brush. And I'm going to go over where I put the contour, but using the big brush. So it sort of bronzes the face and gives the contour definition. This is the first time I've ever used the bronzer, and it's from my lovely subscriber who sent me so much, and you will see that video in the future. Just haven't got around to publishing it yet because I've had so many other things to put on. And what this has done is it's given me that little bit of glow for the springtime, which I love. I always use a different brush though. The brush in there is nice though, really nice. And then I'm going to take the Havana blush, which has been my favourite this month. And I'm using this big brush. From Jessup, and I'm just putting that on the cheeks. I think this is a great spring blush. I think it's so lovely. Hopefully you can see where it's showing up. These blushes are so nice. They're really, what I love about the Benefit blushes are that they are subtle, so you can't go overboard. So they're lovely. I really like this one as well. And then finally, I'm going to use this e.l.f. product. It's a baked blush and it is stunning. Again, this came from my subscriber, Helen. I wish I could tell you what it's in, but it looks like this, basically. And it's like a real peachy, sort of highlighty blush. I would say it was a highlighter, definitely. I'll just put that on the tops of my cheeks. Taking the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. This is incredible. It is actually, I would say, one of my holy grail products, and it goes on lovely, it smells lovely, it dries quickly, does what it says on the tin, and it keeps my makeup on for so long. So long. It's really, really good. In fact, I bet it's really good to carry around and keep it as a refresher. It's so nice. Next up, I'm going to pop on the Peaches and Cream eyeshadow primer. I really still like this. It's been working really well as a primer. And then I've been using something else on top of that. So I'm just going to pop that on my eyes. It just helps to sort of neutralise the eye area back to a decent colour. And I'm just going to, there's a bit of excess product, I'm just going to put it under the eyes. The same on this side. I'm hoping you guys can see this. And the same underneath. So let that just get a bit tacky, because actually, oh, sorry, moved you. Yeah. So the palette I'm using is the Viseart Cool Matte palette, and in particular these lighter colours up here and the pinks and the purples. That's what we're going for today. And there's some greys. I really want to keep this really spring, really fresh. And yeah, I think it will be really nice to have a little bit of a matte eye. So on top of the eye primer, I'm actually going to use the By Terry Ombre Black Star in Frozen Quartz, which looks like this. It's a beautiful colour. Unlike Misty Rock, it's very light. Misty Rock is much more bronzy. This is, this reminds me of Pink Gold. Remember the Maybelline Colour Tutty that I really liked? These do not budge. Like, they're really good for bases, actually. The Misty Rock one's really good to wear as a eyeshadow on its own, like a one and done. But this one is really good as a base. I would never wear this one as a one and done, unfortunately, because I feel like it isn't. It's too light. I guess you could get away with it. I'm just blending that out with the Eco Tools eyeshadow brush. And then I'm going to use the same brush in the palette with the lightest colour here. It is a very icy white. It's actually a bit too white, so I'm going to mix it in with this sort of creamy pinky colour here. Mix them together. And just pop that on the top here, just to brighten the eye. So mixing the white and the cream together and just putting them on the top. So I'm going to take a crease work brush and I'm going to take it in the colour here. It's like a taupe, light taupe, and I'm just going to put that in the crease. These are so beautiful, these shadows. They are blendable, they are pigmented. They're just unlike anything you've ever used before, and this is the first time I'm using one in a tutorial, actually, which is quite nice. Just using that in the crease. Then I'm going to take this darker colour here at the end. It's like a bit of a camel colour. Or am I? No, I'm going to take this one. Oh, sorry. I realise you guys are getting knocked about. It's because there's nowhere else for me to really put it. Just going to put that in the edge here. Like so. Same on this side. You really don't need to put your brush in much. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Not doing very well with the old camera today. Just putting that in the edge and then just blending it through like so. Taking a flat paddle brush into that beautiful light pink. Look at that. I'm just placing that. Oh God, it's so bright on the eye. Goodness gracious. There's no fallout. I'm not having to sort of dust myself off. I am quite shocked at how bright this is coming out. I think when you normally pick up a bright pink, it doesn't come out as pink. So I'm going to go with that purple. This is going to be fun to... Oh my God. These are crazy. So I'm just going to place that in that edge and I will blend that through. Just... I think these palettes, if you're not somebody who does eyeshadow, it would be quite scary because I think they're so pigmented that you just have to be very careful where you place them. And if you're not used to that, you could end up with a crazy eye. So I'm going to just blend all of those together. They blend so lovely. That is stunning. I love that. And I think today I will put on some eyeliner, and I'm going to use the Jordana Cat Eye liner. And I'm going to do a flick today. So as usual, just starting at the edge and then work my way in. Like so. Just colouring in. Had something hanging off my eyelash then. So like that. And the same here. Start at the edge. Like that. Colour it in. And then work your way from the inside out. Colouring as you go. It's just easier. There we go. Both sides are done. I'm just going to let that dry slightly. I have to say I really, really like those eyeshadows. I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to take that brown colour and I'm just going to put that just under the eye here. Join it up, but not too much. I don't want too much of a smoke. I just want to bring the colours together like so. And the same on this side. Lovely. And then I'm going to take my nude eyeliner and line the inside of the eye to widen it up a bit. Just brightens up the eye. This is by Rimmel. And you can see how much I've used it. It's getting tiny. I love it though. It's great. And then finally, mascara. Well, not finally for the face, but definitely finally for the eyes. Adding my Hypnose mascara. Which, if you haven't tried this, it gets better over time. The formula gets better for some reason. I don't know why. It's not because it gets more thick at all. Just seems to be a bit more separating, which I like. You don't need to put a lot on. I just realised I've got a bit of fluffy hair there. How lovely. Oh, stuff all over my nose. Like so, I think that really enhances the eyelashes just nicely. Keeps them fluttery. Same on this side. And This side. Just bear with me. So we have, sorry, my eyes started watering. The Superstay 24 colour, it doesn't say 24 hour, it just says 24 colour, in Perpetual Rose. I am becoming a huge fan of these, and I don't feel like there's enough hype. Now, I know they are really difficult to get off, but a little bit of oil and you're fine. I can't undo it. That's hilarious. Let me just try and undo it here. So this is a lovely pinky sort of colour for the spring, as this, excuse me, is a spring look. Yes. So I'm loving these. If you want a lipstick that is going to stay on your lips, you cannot go wrong with this. So you can either have it, so hold on. It's hard to talk and do this lipstick because it gets tacky. So you put it on your lips, it goes really tacky. You have to let it dry. It does take a little while to dry. Oh, and you just leave it, and eventually you will use this end, which is the nicest balm you could ever look. Oh, it's so tacky. It's really tacky, so what I don't want to do is for it to transfer onto the other lip, which it's doing. But what's good is this, once it starts to go really tacky, you put this over the top. It's just, and you can layer it. I love that about it. Now, your lips feel so dry. They do, and I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I want you guys to have a full, I'm going to do a full review on these, I think, because they do go dry. It does go really dry, but what I love is this is incredible. This little beauty, which you can buy more of on its own, which I think is brilliant. You do not have to take this off all day. I am 100% wearing this for my wedding day. I'm probably going to either wear this colour or I've got another rose colour which I wore the other day, and I've also got a plum colour as well, and Claire's just got one. I'm not sure she's really fond of it, to be honest, but I honestly can't think of anything better to wear on my wedding day. It doesn't budge through food, doesn't budge through drink, nothing. All day, it lasts all day. And they have had these lipsticks around for so long, years, at least 15 years. So, you know, you can't go wrong. So what this does is it adds moisture on the lips, but look, it's not coming off. I love it. I just love it. I love these lipsticks. I love everything about them. I love this one. I think it is stunning. And that is my look. I hope that you guys will go and subscribe to Nancy. She is somebody I've known for so long, so please go and subscribe to her channel. I can't wait to see her look. I'm sorry about my nails, actually. That's gross, isn't it? Go and subscribe, do whatever you can to show her some support. She is a lovely person. I'll leave all of her channel links below. Of course, her channel, the video that she's doing in collab with me. And if you can and you haven't, please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Comment down below, let me know what you think of the look. I honestly think it's stunning. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. And of course, subscribe to me because I love that. Okay, guys, take care.